Hello, friends. How are you? Have you ever wondered why Benjamin Franklin's face is on the $100 bill? It's not just because he helped create the United States. Franklin was very smart and knew exactly how to make money and succeed in life. Benjamin Franklin was good at many things. He invented things, spoke with people from other countries, wrote very well, and ran his own businesses. His ideas about money are still useful today. Many wealthy people still use what Franklin taught to become even richer. Imagine if you could become rich without having to work too hard. Sounds great, right? In this video, we'll talk about Benjamin Franklin's money secrets. Pay close attention, because these tips have helped ordinary people become wealthy and have even inspired super-rich people like Warren Buffett and Richard Branson. Who knows, you might be the next to get very rich. Now, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel right now, and if you're ready to become a millionaire, comment, "The first step to wealth is to start small." That's it. When I see it, I'll know you have determination, and I'll leave a heart on your comment. Over 250 years ago, Franklin wrote a very famous book about money called Poor Richard's Almanac. For 25 years straight, he published this book using a fake name, Richard Saunders, and gave valuable tips on how to get rich. One part of this book became super famous and is called The Way to Wealth. This text has been translated into more than 100 languages and still helps people who want to escape poverty and live a wealthier life. Franklin said there was a more or less easy way to become rich. But what was this secret? Do these old ideas still work to solve the money problems we have today? In this video, we'll explore these questions together. We'll take a close look at what Franklin taught and how it can help you have more money now. Maybe these old tips are exactly what you need to completely change your financial life. Franklin's ideas are surprisingly easy to understand. He shows a path to becoming rich that seems simple but has many important details. So what is the big secret of this wise man? And more importantly, can his ideas created so many years ago really help with the money problems we have today? It's important to think carefully about these things. The idea of solving all your money problems at once is very appealing, but we need to carefully consider any financial advice, even one as old and famous as Franklin's. Let's dive deep into these money ideas. We'll take a close look at what Franklin taught, how it works in today's world, and most importantly, how you can use these ideas to greatly improve your financial life. Get ready for an incredible journey through time and ideas about wealth and financial success. What you will learn in this video could completely change your financial life. So, get comfortable, open your mind to new possibilities, and let's discover Benjamin Franklin's secrets to becoming rich and successful together. Benjamin Franklin, besides helping to create the United States, was very smart, not just in politics, but also with money. His money tips, even though they are over 200 years old, still work very well today. Franklin understood that being rich is not just about making money, but also about taking good care of the money you have. Think of someone who works hard all their life, earns a good salary, but in the end doesn't have much saved. This happens more often than you think. Why? Because making money is only half the journey to being rich. The other half, just as important, is knowing how to save that money and make it grow over time. Franklin noticed that many people who seemed rich during their lives left little money for their children after they died. This wasn't because they earned too little, but because they didn't understand how important it was to save and invest. Franklin realized that true wealth comes from creating a saving habit that is as strong as the habit of making money. The really rich people, as Franklin noticed, didn't just have one way to make money. They had several. This idea is similar to what today's money experts, like Ramit Sethi, author of I Will Teach You to Be Rich, say. Sethi found that millionaires on average save and invest about 20% of what they earn each year. This is no accident. It's a plan to make money work for them. So being rich is not measured by what you earn in a year, but by what you can save and invest over time. It's like planting a seed that slowly grows into a big tree. The earlier you start, the more time your money tree has to grow and bear lots of fruit. Franklin said it was important to pay yourself first, an idea many people still struggle to understand and use today. This means saving and investing money before spending on things that aren't as necessary. When you invest, your money starts working for you, generating more money over time and growing faster and faster. But Franklin's ideas go beyond just doing the math. He understood very well how people think about money. For him, having discipline with money and taking good care of it were just as important as knowing where to invest. Franklin believed that changing the way you think about money was the first and most important step to improving a person's financial situation. To explain this better, Franklin told a story from when he was a child. At 7 years old, he was fascinated by a whistle and spent all his money to buy it, paying the full price without trying to negotiate. At first, he was super happy with the whistle, but he soon realized he had paid 4 times more than it was actually worth. This lesson taught him about the value of money and the importance of spending wisely. Franklin realized that we often pay hidden prices for our money mistakes, twice as much for laziness, 3 times as much for pride, and 4 times as much for ignorance. These self-imposed taxes, as Franklin called them, can be more expensive than any government tax. According to Franklin, truly wealthy people handle money differently. They understand that things in the economy can change, stay very focused on making money, don't dwell on past mistakes, and see money as something that helps them succeed, not as the final goal. Steve Siebold, a self-made millionaire, agrees with Franklin when he says, "The process of getting rich begins with the shift in how we think about making money." This shift in thinking is super important. It's not just about working hard, but working smart, making good money decisions at every step of the way. Benjamin Franklin didn't just talk about getting rich, he actually lived it in his own life. It wasn't easy or quick for him to succeed. He started working at a printing shop in London when he was young. The work was boring and paid little. But Franklin didn't give up. He thought about the future, spent little money, and worked very hard to be better than others. Franklin saw each hour of work as a chance to learn and gain experience, not just to make money. He worked hard, and this made him better at his job and earned him more money over time. He had a famous saying, "Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise." This wasn't just about sleeping, it was about having discipline, doing things the same way every time, and creating good habits to get rich. In the end, what Franklin teaches us is that truly getting rich is a mix of earning money smartly, saving with discipline, investing wisely, and most importantly, thinking the right way about money. His ideas are old but still work today. Anyone can use these ideas to improve their finances and have a life with more money and wisdom. Usually, to get rich, you need to work very hard. But many people who become rich find that all this work is worth it and makes them happy. Thomas Corley, a guy who studies money, spent 5 years researching 177 millionaires. He found that 86% of these millionaires work 50 hours or more per week. And the most amazing thing is that only 6% of them don't like working so much. This shows that for these people, work is not just an obligation, but something that gives meaning and happiness to their lives. But it's not just the amount of work that matters. It's also how these people organize their day. Corley found that half of these millionaires wake up 3 hours before their official work starts. This isn't just about getting up early. It's a strategy to make the most of the day and get more done. These extra hours in the morning are very important for anyone who wants to succeed with money. Many of these successful people use this time to meditate, exercise, read important news for their business, or work on things that need a lot of focus, without the distractions that usually come during the day. This not only helps them get more done, but also makes the rest of the day better and more focused. Besides working well, taking good care of your own money is very important, especially with the small daily expenses. It's easy not to notice how these small expenses, like an expensive coffee every day, lunches at costly restaurants, or frequently buying trendy clothes, can add up and become a significant expense over time. David Bach, a personal finance expert, calls this the latte factor. He says that if you stop spending on these small things and save or invest that money, it can completely change your finances over your lifetime. For example, if someone saves just $5 a day, about the price of a gourmet coffee, and invests that money with an 8% annual return after 30 years, that money would grow to over $180,000. This shows how small changes in spending habits can make a big difference in the money you have in the future. Bach suggests a simple but very effective strategy. Write down everything you spend for a week. This usually reveals expenses you don't even notice and shows where you can save. The next crucial step is to take that saved money and invest it, letting compound interest work in your favor. Compound interest, which Albert Einstein called the eighth wonder of the world, is vital for building wealth. When you reinvest what you earn, the money grows rapidly. That's why starting to invest early, even with small amounts, can make a significant difference in the long term. Benjamin Franklin, one of the founding fathers of the United States, often spoke about how persistence and luck were important for accumulating wealth. But to him, luck wasn't just chance. Franklin believed that luck naturally favored those who were well prepared and consistently worked hard. Franklin wrote, "Diligence is the mother of good luck." This means that luck often favors those who are well prepared and don't give up when things get tough. In his famous almanac, he said that financial success comes from a combination of hard work, practical wisdom, and careful planning. People who achieve financial success typically don't give up when they face problems. They don't see failures as the end, but as opportunities to learn and grow. This mindset is often what separates those who achieve financial success from those who don't. It's essential to understand that merely wanting to be rich isn't enough to become truly wealthy. The secret lies in consistently and persistently taking action to achieve your financial goals. Franklin's ideas provide a proven path to building wealth, but it's not enough to know the way. You must follow it with dedication every day. For those who truly want to become rich, it's crucial to keep learning and be willing to sacrifice some things now to gain more in the future. This may mean not buying things you want right now, constantly studying finances, and being willing to take calculated risks to make more money. It's also important to remember that building wealth is rarely done alone. Knowing the right people, staying alert to new opportunities, and being adaptable when the economy changes are essential skills that complement hard work and careful money management. In the end, the path to wealth is a journey that requires patience, discipline, and long-term thinking. It's not a quick or easy process, but as the millionaires studied by Corley and Franklin's teachings show, it is a goal that can be achieved by those who are genuinely committed. By applying these principles, working hard, making the most of mornings, managing expenses well, investing wisely, and never giving up, anyone can start their journey toward financial independence and possibly become very wealthy. The most important thing is to start today, making small changes that over time can lead to significant financial transformations. It's true that we grow more, both personally and professionally, when we face and overcome difficult challenges. The more complex and challenging the problem, the greater the sense of accomplishment when we manage to overcome our limitations and weaknesses. This process not only makes us more financially successful, but also transforms us into stronger and more capable people. When we conquer obstacles that seemed impossible, we gain more confidence in our abilities and learn to deal better with the complexities of financial and personal life. With these new skills and perspectives, you might be surprised to find that you can achieve in 1 week what you previously thought would take an entire year. To show that you watched this video until the end and understood its main message, we invite you to leave the following phrase in the comments: "My journey to wealth begins today." This simple yet powerful phrase shows your commitment to the principles we've discussed and marks the start of your own journey toward financial success. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and take the first step towards your financial freedom. Remember, building wealth is like a marathon, not a sprint. It requires patience, persistence, and a mindset of continuous growth. But with the right principles and strong determination, you have the potential to transform your financial life and achieve levels of prosperity you may never have imagined possible. As you begin this journey, stay open to new ideas, be willing to learn from your mistakes, and celebrate every small victory along the way. True wealth is not just about numbers in a bank account, but about the freedom, security, and opportunities it brings. Now is the time to act. Start today by applying the principles you've learned. Make a budget, start saving, invest wisely, and above all, stay committed to your vision of financial success. The path may be challenging, but the rewards are incredible. Your dedication to seeking financial knowledge already puts you ahead of many people. Keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your journey to wealth begins now. And remember, financial success is not just about having a lot of money. It's about creating a stable and comfortable life for you and your family. It's about having the freedom to make choices that make you happy without constantly worrying about money. It's about being able to help others and make a difference in the world. Each person has their own definition of success and wealth. For some, it might be owning a home and a comfortable car. For others, it might be being able to travel the world or start their own business. The important thing is to define what success means to you and work toward that goal. Also, remember that the path to financial success is not a straight line. There will be ups and downs, moments of doubt and triumph. The important thing is not to give up when things get tough. Use challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. An important tip is to always keep learning. The world of finance is constantly changing, with new opportunities and challenges arising all the time. Read books, watch educational videos, participate in courses and workshops. The more you learn, the better equipped you'll be to make smart financial decisions. Another important thing is to surround yourself with people who share your goals and values. Find mentors who can guide you on your financial journey. Join groups or online communities where you can exchange ideas and experiences with others who are on a similar journey. Don't forget to take care of your physical and mental health as well. Financial success is worthless if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it. Exercise regularly, eat well, get enough sleep, and take time to relax and have fun. Finally, remember that money is a tool, not an end in itself. Use it to create meaningful experiences, to help others, to make a difference in the world. True wealth is in the relationships you build, the experiences you have, and the positive impact you make on others' lives. So start your journey today. Take a small step toward your financial goals. It could be something as simple as starting to track your expenses or reading an article about investments. The important thing is to start and keep the momentum going. Remember, you have the power to shape your financial future. With dedication, persistence, and the right strategies, you can achieve the financial stability and freedom you desire. Believe in yourself and your ability to achieve great things. And don't forget to share your journey with others. By inspiring and helping others in their own financial journeys, you not only enrich your own experiences, but also contribute to a more prosperous and financially educated society. We're rooting for you on this exciting journey towards financial success. Always remember, every penny saved, every smart investment, every healthy financial habit you develop is a step toward a life of abundance and financial freedom. So, are you ready to start? Your journey to wealth begins now. Let's go.